Education has always been something I valued. A lot of people don't get that opportunity, and so it's been something I wanted to take advantage of to my best ability. I am a student with a weak immune system, and so because of that, I end up missing a lot of school. I have been absent a lot, and at some point, I had like 81 missing assignments. There was a lot of pressure on me as well. I did come from a place in 5th grade where I kind of felt like I couldn't really do much. I felt like I wasn't really in control of my life, and that an opportunity I took would just kind of be shut down. Sometimes I was struggling in a class subject, and I didn't really know who to talk to help me. I learned about AVID first in 6th grade through my humanities teacher. I was in a reading support class at the time. All students are in reading support unless they're in AVID. Reading support was really helping me, and she thought AVID would be a good fit for me. And so I went home and I talked to my mom, and I was like, hey, this is something I want to do, and I've just been in AVID since. My AVID teacher's always been understanding about my health conditions. This year, I did miss a lot of school, and I missed exams for one of my most important classes. That teacher could never stay after school, so my AVID teacher stepped up and she said, hey, you can stay after school in my classroom, and I'll watch you take your exams. I just got accepted into National Honor Society, which they need a teacher signature for, and so Ms. Kehoe not only left a signature, but also some comments about how I am as a student, which also helped me get in. I've learned that I am a very resilient person, and I can be confident when I really need to. There are certain times I get sick, and I have to push through that, and so I have to bounce back and be resilient.
Confidence is not a word in my vocabulary, or at least, it wasn't. I was an outspoken child. I could talk to anyone regardless of age. I could talk about dinosaurs, unicorns. I could talk about the news. I could be confident. I was good at it. I believed I was on top of the world and that many, many doors would open for me. I thought highly of myself and could do practically anything. When I was about 10 years old, things changed. In 5th grade, I attended a school that did not support me physically, emotionally, or mentally. I was drained. I found myself being ridiculed, the very confidence I prided myself on being stripped away from me like a tree from its bark. It remains planted and stands still, but it never heals, the bark never grows back. I lacked the skills to do the things I wanted to do. I lacked the agency to take opportunities, to speak to new people, to try new things, to even speak up. I wanted to cower away in fear, like I became prey and the world became my predator. My experiences in that school and with that class left me as a child feeling lost. I was knocked down little by little, like I was a peg on a pegboard with no bottom hole in sight, like I was drowning in an ocean and could never swim back up. I had nothing. At my school, we were not fortunate enough to have something like AVID. We merely had placeholders, other educational opportunities that were only available to those who were on the higher end of education, while everyone else was left below that. I had no support. I was endlessly self-conscious and expected to go to a whole new school, a whole new system, a whole new staff, a whole new world. I hadn't been afraid for a long time. I used to be scared of the dark, but now I was more scared of things I'd see in the light. I was scared to make friends, scared to talk to staff. I couldn't talk to my teachers, my counselors, my principal. All these people who suddenly wanted to help me, I found myself rejecting it. Sure, I had friends if they talked to me first, but even then I found it hard to hold a conversation. I joined the AVID program when I was in 6th grade. My humanities teacher, Ms. Grove, talked me into it. She said it'd be a good opportunity for me to learn about a community, to make friends, and further my education by working on critical thinking, community building, teamwork, and self-advocacy. Talking for myself, the craziest idea to me. First day there, we played games to get to know each other, which made AVID itself my assistant when it came to connecting with others, self-assurance, and my overall will to be daring. At home, I had people like my mother by my side to tell me the things I'm doing are good and that I'm doing things right, and that support from home only continued when I went to school every day. I felt most welcome to my AVID class, a class soon to be so tight-knit that I know them for 3 years and build close bonds, a group of individuals who made me smile when I cried, a group of individuals I could talk to and share my insecurities with and tell them about my past and have them help with my future. I had AVID teachers who would advocate with me when I wasn't ready to do it on my own yet. I had support. I was able to rebuild what I lost, that bark that covered my insecurities and vulnerabilities, growing back once more in spots that needed it most. I just finished 10th grade and will be a junior soon, with 1 year left before I'm to be an adult by society. I have the skills to do so. I can now advocate for myself. I can mostly confidently speak to people without much fear. I've joined clubs like the Pathfinders Club and Thing Lab while doing extracurriculars like leadership and honor society. I've taken on more and am hoping to be involved with Peacemakers, Black Student Union, and Mock Trial. I confidently apply myself academically, and I've won 2 scholarships so far in my high school career. Looking back, fear had long consumed me, held me in its grasp. That is until I said no. Everyone else, here or not, you too have the option to say no. There are many children like me who find themselves or found themselves unable to say no. Those scared and vulnerable children will grow into vulnerable adults if not properly taken care of and nurtured, just like a tree. Despite coming from a vulnerable place, I, Ciara Rowden, am here before you now. I have regrown my bark. I am here with the support of others. I am here speaking to you. Speaking my once sorrowful reality that other kids are facing right now. Leaving you with that, I want you, the educators of our youth, to know that AVID has helped me, influenced me. You educators, AVID or not, need to know your part. I want you to help those others who've been torn down, those others who've moved too much for their liking, those others who are weakened by their immune systems, those other strip trees that were just like me. I want you to know you can help them rebuild. Those students who are vulnerable and scared, who can no longer speak, who have been blocked by ridicule and backlash, who have only heard the negative, they are the trees that you can help grow and flourish. These are the scholars I want you to create a safe environment for. A safe future for, so they can take opportunities just like me, just like this one. Thank you.